Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon. I think some people in China or in other areas of the world. So hello to everyone. First of all, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank Enterprise Ireland for their support over the years since we started. I mean, in particular Kelly Spillane, who was our DA at the early days, and Kevin Donnelly, who's our DA now, and we get great and tremendous support from them, but also from many others that have been involved in some of the support, say for the Signum grant funding and others that we work with. So appreciate all the support, and to be honest, I wouldn't be sitting here today talking to you without that support. So at WrxFlo, we essentially we digitalize supply chains with a primary focus on manufacturing, distribution, and logistics companies, and we do that through our data and software solutions. So all of this goes back to, say, from my perspective, the days in Dell. I used to travel around the world designing, building, and running factories, and at that time we used to have lots of data that was dispersed and it wasn't connected. So I used to have teams of people pulling it together on whiteboards. And while we did the best we could and we did well with it, I always knew that we could take productivity and improvements to another level if that data was connected and live. So back a couple of years ago, myself, Ken, and Jen, we founded the business to solve that problem. And we started out in Limerick, and we have a base in Limerick, in Dublin, and from there we set up an office in Mumbai. We have a team there, and 2 weeks ago we set up our first office in Beijing. And we work with clients in Ireland. We work with a lot of SMEs in Ireland at this point across different industries. With actually quite a few in the modular housing space. We have a few contracts in Germany, and I used to live and work in China, and we picked up some contracts there. And China's a great opportunity, a great market, so that's why we set up the office to expand further there. We have 2 installations in Brazil that we did on the early days during COVID. And last year we did our first contract in North Carolina. We're just starting our second in Minnesota. So I suppose we have a team that's growing. I think like we're doubling every year in revenue. We're increasing our headcount here in Ireland and around the world to support our customers. And throughout that time we started out there Tech Startup of the Year in 2021, and we've won some awards like CILT Innovation Award in 2023. And those are really important to us, recognition from these agencies and from our customers and the work that we do. But just looking a little bit deeper into it, you could summarize what we do in 3 key steps. The first thing we do is we connect data, dispersed data within factories or logistics companies. So that would be data from an ERP or MES or quality system. We bring that data together and interpret it in a way that maximizes value. So that could be something as simple as a converting a paper form to digital, or working out for procurement what to buy, when to buy, or for manufacturing what to make, when to make. So we maximize that value. Second thing we do is we build software solutions, and that's software that plugs the gaps in missing functionality or makes the ERP system run better. So we build software right through from when a customer places an order through to planning, warehousing, full digital factory, right through to shipping, logistics, and customs clearance and ESG monitoring. And then the third part, which I think is as important as the other 2, is our background and experience. So myself, Jen, and Ken have significant experience in running operations, so we understand the challenges our customers are facing. And that was one of my frustrations when I was working in Dell software companies, not fully understanding what I was trying to do. So we help customers to frame the problem and make sure that they're addressing the right problem in the right way. The results of that are quite significant in that on the right hand side here we have, these are our results that we have achieved in a few places. And first one is capacity, 40% increase with the same people and process. We had one client in particular that had 800 line items overdue all day, every week, couldn't get it down. That's down now to less than 30. That's greater than 90% improvement, consistently superior customer experience since we put in our software. 30% reduction in operating costs. So even in the inflationary environment in the last couple of years, we, with some of our customers, have helped them to reduce costs quite a bit. And then ongoing annual productivity improvements. So that's the significance of taking paper processes, dispersed processes, bringing them together as a system and digitalizing them brings significant improvement. We have then, over the years, we've been building modules, and they're all the way through from planning material. So we have we're starting to use AI more in our solutions, materials planning, warehousing solutions, and then in the operations, digital factories, scheduling, equipment tracking on mobile apps, on PCs, throughout the production floor. Then on the logistics side, paperless dispatch, particularly with some of our manufacturing and logistics companies, tracking the logistics through to the customer, and temperature control and monitoring for some pharma companies. And then on the distribution side, we're doing work with automated customs clearance and automating some of the documents and processes there, and managing third-party vendor inventory. Then on sitting on top of that, I mean, you've all heard about, and you talk a lot about ESG monitoring. Given that we're connected to customers' data, we're now doing some projects with our clients around real-time carbon emissions tracking and monitoring. We also have global supply chain management control centers for some of our clients, and bringing in business intelligence. All of these modules here, these can be sold individually. We do sell them individually, and customers get benefit. But when the customers put in all of these modules, they get what they ultimately end up with, is a system. And that's where the real big value comes from. So with some of our customers, we've gone through, we've implemented all of these, and they get the results we showed on the previous slide. But as we go through, and say with Signum, we've done parts of this, and we'll continue to build more. But the more of these modules you add, the more value that we add to businesses. So I think the very important point in this is, from our background, I mean, I've done a lot of work in Lean in the past, and technology from our perspective is easy. We can do it. We know how to do technology. The real challenge is in a business is getting them aligned, getting the culture right, making sure that the people are ready for the change, that they're going to be able to, they're skilled for it, that they're going to be able to use it and get value from it. So we do a lot of work in that space, and a lot of workshops at the early stages with clients to make sure that they're positioned right. So we, in the early stages, we focus on, okay, we show our clients the technology, we focus on getting them ready for it and getting their processes ready for it, and then we bring the technology. So it's an end-to-end approach. It's people, process, technology. Lean is, we partner a lot with Lean companies. And I think the grants, some of the grants that you have in Enterprise Ireland tie Lean in, and I think that is really important. So looking at the architecture from a non-technical perspective, we do it in 4 ways. One is we connect the systems together in real time. That could be, as I said, MES, ERP, clocking system, equipment, trucks. We put all that data together in the cloud. We add the new business functionality that the customers need, and then they have one interface in real time that gives them a full view of their supply chain. That could be one factory or multiple factories. So that's the solution. The way we connect is different for every factory, but that is say how we would summarize it in one. Here's some of the clients that we work with. You'll recognize some of the names here. They're Enterprise Ireland companies like Signum, PPI. There's some Irish companies there, Leotrans, FreightSpeed, StoreAll. And then we work with some global companies like Jabil and Dell globally, DuPont, Bijur Delimon. We did their factory, and then we're now deploying globally, and B. Braun here in Ireland, and we're looking to expand our solutions into Europe. So a wide range of companies in different sectors. The reason we can work across these different sectors is they're all trying to solve the same problems. They have data, they're trying to run their operations, make products. So the approach we would take is the same, but we would do it across sector. Here's some of the feedback we received. I just touched on the key points. B. Braun, 10 out of 10 for service delivery. Sum up our biggest customer. We track their production globally, and it has helped them a lot. I mean, they're really impressed with the system. Bijur Delimon, we're on a global deployment, and it's working really well for them. And then Sean will talk about his part there in a second, about their step forward on their digital journey that we've had with them. Okay, so just to finish up on one or two more slides. So our values are really important to us here. Where I particularly myself, Jen and Ken, would measure value by the value we deliver to customers. Sometimes when developers say, "Oh, we deployed the software, it's great, it's in and it's running." I would say to that, yeah, we expect you to do that. The real value is has the customer got the benefit? So we treat then everything we do as not a project, as a partnership and a journey we go out on our clients. And every single customer that we have from the start that we work with are doing follow-on projects. And that's really because we focus on the value that we deliver to them. People are an important asset. I mean, since we started, we've only had two leavers, and out of almost 35 people at this stage. So our people are really important. We put a lot of time into them, developing their skills and developing their expertise. We take pride in the quality of our software. I mean, we focus a lot on our internal processes. We compare year on year. How are we doing now versus a year ago, and are we delivering better quality and faster and better solutions? And then digital environmental solutions, we put a lot of effort into that now because it's a big challenge for all our customers, and we're working with some of our customers providing digital solutions there. Looking at some of the differentiators from our perspective is, again, I touched on already, we focus on the customer challenges and we understand their challenges. We've been in their shoes and we help them to frame the problem and then bring the right technology. While our products are modules ready to use, we do allow our customers to adapt the software to best suit their process. Generally, in the past, I've worked with large software companies and they're making your process fit their software. But what we do is we're really good at the final customization there, and then adoption is easier because when users can put their stamp on it, they feel ownership for it. And then we have a really good balanced team in the areas of change management, operations management, software. So we bring that balance, and they're really important differentiators for us. So I think they're the key points. Sean will talk about his experience then, but I suppose just to leave on a few points is one of the things that we do talk to our customers around is when we're setting them up, when they have a leader, and this is good for you to know these metrics. I think when they have somebody leading the digital transformation in their business, they can do it 3 times faster. We find with companies that are trying to do it as part of their day job will take 3 times longer and will have more challenges. So through our experience, we're always telling our clients, you really need to have ownership within your business. I think the grants process that Enterprise Ireland have are excellent. I think what they're trying to achieve is excellent. And we've worked with Signum on that, and we're working with some other Enterprise Ireland clients as well. One thing I would say, the process around going through that and the time it takes is long. It can take 6 to 9 months to get through that process. But when you're through it, it does add a lot of value. So I think that's something that would be helpful to try and. I know that it's big amounts of money and you got to be diligent about it, but I think it's important to try and customers really want to get started, and it's getting the right balance there and trying to do it a bit faster if we can. But I think overall that's what we do, and I think what Enterprise Ireland are doing to help us and help our customers is excellent. And this is just, I suppose, our story, and hopefully it'll help you.